Testing, testing, testing. 1, 2, 1, 2. Hello, everybody. Delicious. Okay, I have a question for everyone. What is the image you see in your mind when you think about becoming successful? What is it all for? What's the lifestyle? What's the dream moments? What's the dream that you're building, that you're doing all of this work for? Samuel said, family. Let me put my little journaling playlist on. Happy family. Legacy. Make a shit ton of money. Rich with my wife and kids, healthy. Myself and family. Suits, expensive watch, expensive house, family, luxurious cars. Wisdom and strength. Future kids. Happy and healthy family. Countryside with a beautiful woman, with decent house with a gym. Happy family. Money, freedom, woman, travel, peace of mind, countryside. God, cars, money, family, responsibility, and the man I've become with God. I'm surprised, not even surprised, but it's nice to see just how many of us always include family in this. I'm right in thinking that for like most of us here, that's like one of the biggest goals, isn't it? It really is like one of the biggest driving forces for young men. Let me describe something to everyone here. And as I describe it, if it's beginning to sound like a 10 out of 10 dream for you, then type 1 in the chat. I always call it the Adonis lifestyle. You wake up in your beautiful home next to your wife. You've got your children outside. They're happy. They're healthy. You have work that fulfills you. Maybe it's online. Maybe you work a few hours a day. You live in like this compound with a couple other houses which have families that you like and trust. Maybe it's friends of yours, maybe it's your brother, maybe it's like best friends that you've traveled the world with first, and you all live right next to each other. Maybe you homeschool your children, maybe you teach them all together. You live like a village, like you're supposed to. That's like the dream life, I think, for many guys. I'm very impressed with where society's gone and us like young guys. Because if you asked this question like 5-10 years ago, I don't think many guys would have actually been rushing to build a life like this. I think most guys were just choosing materialism and degeneracy. And even if they were making money, they'd just be weirdly depressed. But oh, yeah, but I can buy a watch. Like, I don't know if you guys feel like that, but that to me seems like the only life worth building, right? The Adonis lifestyle. But there's some guys who are building a life where imagine they described it to you like, oh, you wake up late and you put like some nicotine inside of your mouth and you then look at the trading charts and you are invested in Cum Rocket 2000, this weird crypto coin. And maybe if you press the button at the right time, maybe you'll make 25% profit today. And then you'll spend $500 or $1,000 on like an escort. Like, I'm so glad we're not like that, honestly. Because I meet people, like Boy said, I meet people who are like that, who do like degenerate ways to make money. And every single one of them, they've always got this like, they're like the human version of like stinky breath. They're just like repulsive to be around, which is weird because they always look like fairly attractive, well put together guys with good clothes and hairstyle, whatever. But there's like this stinkiness that flows from them. The guys who do OnlyFans, the guys who do like OnlyFans management or some shit, like they convince girls to like get onto OnlyFans. The guys who do drop shipping, trading. There's always like some stinkiness that ebbs from them. No matter how much money they make, they still look like they don't have a soul. Like when you look into their eyes, it's like, when you look into a girl's eyes who's just been ran through, but she's had sex with too many guys. Guys who make money like in a degenerate way, they have the same soulless look, like the thousand cock stare. They have the same look in their eyes. You guys know what I mean. I'm not sure if you guys have met anyone like that. Let's put this little gooner in timeout, shall we? Goodbye, friend. What do you think he's gonna do in timeout? He's gonna. Oh, bro, you really needed that guide. I am so glad that we haven't fallen for that, because there's a lot of guys out there who are just trying to make money as fast as possible without ever considering something like purpose or fulfillment. They are just trying to make money. Like, that's it. These people, even when they make the money, they're always still depressed. So be careful of that, boys. You want to build success, make sure you do it in a way where the life that you're building is actually enjoyable, right? Think about it. Like success just gets you like more force to do the same thing. When you really think about it, like what is success if not for having to do the thing more? So some people will do something they don't want to do, just thinking, oh, but I just want success, like as if that's like the mean to the end. The thing is, people who choose money as the ultimate goal, they sometimes make money and they sometimes don't make money. But the people who choose purpose and fulfillment as the ultimate goal, which you can achieve today, they sometimes make money and they sometimes don't make money. So it's almost like the same competitive advantage. It's just that usually the people who choose purpose and fulfillment, usually they're actually aligned to their own values. So they work harder. Like for every guy you see who tells you that he's made money from like trading, crypto, drop shipping, whatever, there's hundreds of guys who haven't. And it's the exact same with doing something purposeful. So then at that point, it's like there's really no easy way to make money. Then you may as well just choose the way that you actually want to do today. Like I swear to God, I think I cracked the code at such a young age. Instead of thinking about what I wanted, like money or whatever, I just thought about what I wanted to do with my time, what problems I wanted to solve, what headaches that I wanted to go through. And I think this is what a lot of you need to start thinking about. Don't think about the money you want to make. Like, don't make your goal right now, like, oh, 10K a month, whatever. Think instead, okay, like what would you want to do for the 2 hours you're going to work this morning? What would you actually want to do? What's the work sort of thing that you'd want to do? Then after that, go and make money from that. Go and make money from that career, that business, whatever. Do you see what I mean, right? So it's like instead of just being focused on the money, focus on the thing you want and then make the money from that. Like being focused on the money is kind of like being focused on sex and saying like, "Oh, I want to have sex," instead of actually like looking at the girl you're thinking about. Like one guy vets the girl, the other guy desires sex. The second guy who just desires sex sleeps with like some low quality girl who gets like fucking who has like herpes or some shit, right? Why don't choose the end results? Start with the intrinsic, like hour to hour, how you are quite literally living your life. Start with that and then make as much money as possible. Start with like the girl that you feel like is actually like aligned to your values. Then you can have sex with her afterwards. Why start with the money or the sex? Why start with like the sort of end outcome and then you choose just by nature of being human, you choose like the easiest, fastest way to get it. But usually that's not the best way. That's not the sustainable way to get it. Can you be a bit specific? Yeah, sure. So imagine this. Many of you are about how old is everyone here? I'm assuming 18 to 21. Let me know in the chat. The analogy is goofy, but I'm a glaze anyway. Yeah, so we're all about 18 to 21, like 16 to 21 years old. Let's say 16 to 21. So the overwhelming majority of you are still trying to probably figure out exactly what career or business to get into, right? Am I right in saying that? Type me if you are currently still trying to like figure out your path in terms of your work. I would assume it's most of you. Like you kind of have an idea what you might go into, but you haven't completely like sorted it. Like for example, I'm a YouTuber. It's guaranteed for me. It's done, right? But who's not there yet? So a lot of us, right? So okay, so imagine this. This is how you find out what to do with your life in terms of work. Most of you, the reason why you typed me in because you're struggling and you don't know what to do with your life is because you're looking at the reward that you want. It's the equivalent of trying to pick a wife based on having sex. It's actually kind of retarded. You're trying to pick a career based on money. So the reason why all of you typed me just then is because you are focused on the money and the success. And that's how you're weighing up every option that you've been thinking about. You know how you've been thinking about probably like 2, 3 different businesses, whatever careers. It's really hard to choose between them when you keep thinking about money. Because if you get good at this business model, you'll make money. If you get good at that business model, you'll make money. If you get good at that career, you'll make money. It's always the same. It's literally always the same. So why are we even using money as a qualifier? Because if you do well in any path, you'll make money. It's not going to help you. So instead of thinking about making money and having that as like the sort of determinator between the different careers or businesses that you're thinking about, instead think about two things. Think about what you genuinely want to work on today, even if it wasn't going to make you money. Like if you were destined to fail, not to succeed, if you were destined to fail, what would you work on today for the sake of just working on it? What is actually like enjoyable and doesn't feel like crazy high, like friction? That's one thing. What do you actually want to spend your time on? What task? For me, it was always making YouTube videos. Even if I could make more money doing something that I wouldn't enjoy, like, I don't know, drop shipping or some shit like that, or like agency. Like, I've got a lot of friends who do all these random little businesses. And they always just like complain, oh man, oh, I've got this call. Oh, I've got this thing. It's just bullshit. Right. So, first of all, think about what you want to do intrinsically for like the hour that you're going to be working. What do you actually want to work on? Write it in the chat. What is it? What do you actually want to be working on? Forget money. Imagine you're already a millionaire. What do you want to be working on? What's the answer for everyone? Type it in the chat. We said self-improvement, animating, I don't know, side hustle, music, my homework, building my website. Can it be a sport? Yeah, 100%. It can be sport. It can be martial arts. It can be football. It can be bodybuilding. It can be socializing. It can be teaching people things. It can be learning. It can be piano. It can be singing. It can be rapping. It can be reacting to other people's content. It can be live streaming. It can be podcasting. It can be reading and teaching. It can be writing books. It can be editing. It can be speaking. Like, what do you want to, like, imagine tomorrow we all wake up at 5 a.m. You have a black coffee in front of you. What would you want to do for 2 hours in terms of work if no matter what, you were not going to make any money from it, but you were just going to do it because you just felt like doing it? For me, I'd make YouTube videos and I would live stream. That's it. What would it be for you? What would you do if you weren't gonna ever get paid for anything? Let me put this gooner in fucking timeout, bro. We've got like 4 or 5 gooners in the corner right now. Just visualize that if you want. Okay, so most of you have got an answer there, right? That's one thing. Now, for everyone who wrote an answer down, like some of you said, okay, I want to do boxing. I want to do this sport. I want to do YouTube, whatever. Okay, all of you seem to have wrote something down. Now, write down in the chat why you aren't just going all in on that thing that you wrote down. Why aren't you just going all in on it? Because your answer is right there in front of you. Who's too intelligent here? Who's too big-brained here? And they're going to say something like, oh, well, it'll be harder to make money from this thing. It's like the market's saturated. Shit like that. A lot of us are saying school. So that is more of a productivity issue. Parents, that is an issue with your ability to navigate uncomfortable conversations. Not ready yet. I'm actually a little bit surprised that these were the reasons why we've said that. I thought we'd see a lot more people saying, "Oh, well, I'm trying this other thing first because the other thing can make money faster." Like, wait, so type 1 in the chat if you relate to exactly what I'm about to say. There's one thing that you want to do that you feel is going to be more fulfilling and right for you, but you're not going to go into that because you feel like this other path is probably going to make money faster, and you'll think that you'll make the money fast first, and then you'll switch over to the thing you want to do. Type 1 in the chat if you are delaying your life. Type 1 in the chat if you're delaying your dreams. Such a waste of human life. Every day you spend not working on the thing you want to work on is wasted. Life isn't like video games where to do the big quest, you have to do some prerequisite first. That's not how it works. It's not. Let me teach you guys a mindset right now. This is how life works. When you die, there'll be a number in front of you. That number is how many days you were alive for. Next to that number will be another number, and that number reflects how many days you worked on the thing that you wanted to work on. The success of a man's life is when the second number is as close to the first number as possible. Most men have lived 50,000 days, but they may have only actually worked on what they wanted to work on for a few hundred, which is a pathetic existence. That is such a waste of life. In the like all of us this is like too high intelligence, right? This is all of us like thinking like, oh, well, I want to do the thing, right? Let's say I want to be a footballer. Let's say that. I want to be a footballer, but I'm not going to do it just yet because I've got to do this other thing first. My parents want me to go to university. So then it's been 2 years, it's been 3 years. That's 1,000 on the left side, reflecting the days you've been alive, and zero on the right side, reflecting the days that you've actually lived true to your purpose. What's going to happen after you finish university for the guy who's just delaying his dream of becoming a footballer? Now he's 21 years old. Well, now he's probably got rent, right? Well, he's going to go quickly get a job. Now he's going to get a job, and then maybe he's going to play football like part time or something. So now he gets a job, and now he's tired. Right now he's tired. Maybe he like 6 days a week goes onto the left side, and 1 day a week goes onto the right side. Maybe, and then he starts skipping the football. Right? It's like most guys, like especially our parents' generation and their parents, and most men of history, it seems, or at least for the last few hundred years, they literally just keep delaying the thing they want to do because they've been sold this lie that you need to make the money first, and then you can do the thing that you want to do all this time. That's not how it works. It's not how it works. The guy who lives the best life is the one who works on the thing for as many days of his life as humanely possible. If, for example, you want to be a surgeon and you need to go through 8 years of medical school or something, then of course you being in university adds to those days that you're living the dream life. You can't go and perform surgeries right now, but you're doing the requirement for it. Okay, that's fine because you're in line with it. But it's more like, okay, you want to be a surgeon and you're not starting university or anything, or you're not doing anything towards it, and you're just trying some shitty random job instead. So most guys will spend their life literally not even working on the thing they've wanted to work on this entire time. How sad is that? Right? Because you all wrote down what you wanted to be working on. The best life for you is when you're working on that thing for as many days as possible. You will complete that chapter of your life faster. You will make more money. You will make more progress faster if you just work on that thing. But ourselves and also parents and society, they make you just randomly do other things instead. And it's such a waste. So for many of you who said parents are stopping you, you will literally lose like 1,000 days towards living the life you want because you were too afraid of a 3-hour uncomfortable conversation with your parents. How bad is that? Like most guys who, let's say, they don't want to go to university, they want to do some other business or career. They literally don't have the 2-3 hour uncomfortable conversation with their parents and just suck it up and just say, oh, well, it's like a backup option. Who said that to themselves right now? Oh, I don't really want to go to university, but it's like a backup option. Yeah. Yeah, quite a few of us, right? Yeah. What backup option do you know that should take 3 years and to be in debt for? Like, who the fuck ever told you guys that university was a good backup option? What actually put that into the brains of young people? You want a backup option, drive fucking Uber. Start today. Get a car, start today, done. There you go. And you'll make like what, 25% less than if you had a degree. Okay, that's a fucking backup option. Done. Okay, sweet. If you lose your job or if the business doesn't work out, okay, you do Uber Eats, done. University is not a backup option. University should only be your requirement for the life you want to live, if it actually is, right? If there is a career that you want, which you need a degree for, then you go. But if you literally like are going to university to study fucking business when you don't need a degree for it, every time I see one of these fucking egotistical little assholes talking about like, oh, I'm going to go study business in university, I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Oh, well, it's just for the education. It's like, bro, read 10 books and you'll be more educated on business. Go make $1 in any business model and you will literally be more educated in business than getting a business degree. You need a fucking semester to learn how to write a business plan. I've made a couple $1,000,000 and never wrote a fucking business plan. Everyone I know who's written a business plan, like when we were all younger, they're all fucking poor. Every single one of them. People who make business plans, people who who try and set up the work or the business for months or years, they always end up poor. Go and make $1 as fast as possible. That's it, right? And I can't believe people are telling you otherwise. People are literally telling you like, oh yeah, like don't do the thing you want to do today. Do it in like 3 years time. Do it in like 5 years time. Who right now is in this very specific situation where you're working a job which you don't like, but you're saving up money so then you could do the thing that you do want to do? Type 1 in the chat. Who's working a job, saving money so that then you have the money to do the thing that you want to do? Who's using money as an excuse? Money is another one. For most guys who think that they need to make money first, for most of them, you don't really need to make the money first. You don't. Bullshit. For a couple people, maybe, okay, you actually genuinely did. If you tell me that, like what you're saving up for, fine. But for most people, you don't actually need money to start the business that you've wanted. You find a way to just start it right now, to make progress, to do what you think you can do. Let me give you a real story for this, right? In 2023, I had this student, I hopped on a call with him, and we were going to help him to find like what path in life to take. And he said, in his own words, he said, well, I think I'd like being a therapist. So I've been looking at university degrees. And he asked me what I thought. And so I asked him if he was retarded. And it kind of like shocked him a little bit because, he opened up a little bit. I was like, are you retarded? And he went, what? I was like, so you're going to go and work for 3 years and get into debt to see if you like helping people through like their mental problems. So again, are you retarded? You're going to wait 3 years to find out if you like it. So what advice do you think I gave him? Anyone who's got like double-digit IQ, what advice would you give to this guy? What advice would you give to the guy who tells you like he needs to go wait for 3 years first before he finds out if he even likes this? Go and try and help someone today, right now. You don't need a fucking therapy degree to just go and like go to your mother and ask her like, oh, how's your mental health? And just see if it feels okay. Just see if that's enjoyable. Just go do it for free right now. You don't need all the training. Go on fucking ChatGPT and ask it, hey, I'm just doing this little experiment. What's one way that I could be a bit more like a therapist in this call? I'm going to go on a call with someone, with one of my Discord friends. Boom. And just see. Do it 2-3 times and just see if the experience is like actually enjoyable. Because you might sit down with them and be like, yeah, this is gay as fuck, actually. I hate this completely. You might just actually do that, right? So he was going to go spend 3 years and get a degree just to find out if he wanted to be a therapist. Just go see right now. Just go and try and help someone. So a lot of you got the answer correctly there. Like, yeah, just go and do it with your friends, right? What's the equivalent of that for your situation? a lot of you are not currently working on the thing that you want to work on, and you are delaying it. What would be the advice you'd give to yourself? Let's wait for. All right, everyone, let's wait for Munishi to come back. We're all gonna wait, bro. I'm gonna wait for everyone. Come on, Munishi, we're all waiting for you, bro. When he types in the chat, then we can continue. Munishi, where you at, bro? Oh, sweet, he's back. Okay, let's continue. So everyone ask yourself right now, what is the reason why you're waiting? Type it in the chat. If right here, right now, you are not waking up and working on the thing you want to work on every day, type in the chat why. What's the excuse you're saying to yourself in your mind? Type it in the chat. Let's see. We're waiting for Munishi. Yeah. That's why we're not working on the. That's why we're not working on our dream. We're waiting for fucking Munishi, bro. I don't know. I need to prepare for an exam. I'm afraid of being judged. Fear of bullying from my classmates. Inconsistency. Look, if it's inconsistency, that's a little bit different. So this is you working on it. We just need to make you more productive. It's usually a bit of a psychological block that is stopping a lot of people. So for a lot of you, it seems like other people in some way are stopping you, whether there's someone forcing you not to do it, or your parents are saying, no, you've got to go do this other thing or whatever. Or it's the fear of judgment, fear of like friends making fun of you. For some of you, it's like a productivity issue. Like you're ready to start. There's nothing like mentally stopping you. But you're just not consistently sitting down and actually making progress. And then for some of you, there's like limiting beliefs that it's not really going to be worthwhile. I think I saw like Daniel saying like, oh, but like content creation might be taken over by AI or something. That seems to be the big three, right? For many of you, it's like other people, parents, friends who are stopping you. For some of the others of you, it's like productivity issues. And for some others of you, it's like limiting beliefs. Oh, I'm not too sure if this path is actually going to be worthwhile. Have I basically spoke about every one sort of block for starting? Yeah, limiting beliefs, don't know how to execute. Yeah. So we can say there's 3 reasons. Let's do a poll and let's see what's the biggest. Okay, everyone answer this poll. Okay, everyone, answer the poll that I just set up on the chat. Let's see. What's stopping you from working on what you actually want to work on? For the last option, need prerequisite first, like money. That could be I need a degree first or something. Okay, so we have parents, friends, and judgment, 24%. Productivity, execution, laziness, 47%. Limiting beliefs, not worth it, 13%. Need prerequisite first, like money, 15%. Yeah. To be fair, you know, when I was reading all those options, this is exactly what I've just covered in the high performer course. Can we should we Jumax for a second? Who's in Library of Adonis here? Let's do 30 seconds of Jumaxing and then let me give you more free advice afterwards. But just in case, if there's anyone here who wants like the full like 10-hour guide, it's inside of here. It's the newest project that I was just working on. High performer. Step by step, how to become successful by the time you're 25 years old. Who's inside of Library of Adonis and who's been through the course? Write it in the chat. How is the course? Should people join and get it? It's basically like 10 hours of me walking through how to get rid of the sort of limiting beliefs, how to get rid of even like people holding you back, and then how to actually execute and have the productivity to sit down and get the work done. Tell me what everyone's opinion is of this course I made. It's the top link in the description if anyone else wants to get it. It's been like one of the latest projects that I was working on. It's pretty nice one. You get it from the top link. The course is amazing. Yeah, there's so many lessons in here. If right now you're trying to figure out what work to do in your life and how to get into it, if, for example, you're not doing it because of procrastination or limiting beliefs, whatever, all these modules will really help you along with like everything else in the community and everything. So if you want that, top link in the description. No pressure. But if you did want to go spend like $37, then it could really help you. Who's been through the courses are good. Yeah, they should. Worth the money. Trust me. Let's go. The course is very amazing. It's 10 out of 10. I get such a big high seeing the guys like hype it up, honestly. The mental health course is the best by far. Took me from depression to happiness in 2 weeks. Fuck yeah, yes, and let's go. Top link in the description, boys. Let's fucking go, man. Help me Jumax for a second. It's $37 to join. So it's not too expensive at all, man. So the course is amazing and I wanted it so bad. I got it pirated. Fuck you, bro. Fair enough, man. The course is banging. I can't afford Library of Adonis. Fair enough, man. 100% worth it. Let's go, boys. Yeah, it's $37. Yeah, that's cheap as shit. Yeah, my previous program before this was $500, and August was in there. He said Adonis School was worth it at $500. Couldn't imagine it being this cheap. Yeah, I made it. This program, it's the top link in the description, and I made it like too cheap because I wanted to be able to basically say to you guys with full integrity of like, honestly, like it's actually too fucking cheap for what you get in there. It's so cheap that just fucking join. Honestly, if you got the money for it, if you got the credit card, whatever, debit card or something, then yeah, just consider joining, man. There's a lot of people who have joined and they really enjoy it. Now, I don't sell any of the courses individually anymore, but the courses individually were like $100, $200, $300 each. So I'm not going to sell them like $5 each or anything. But inside was, for example, this course that I've just released, I'd sell for about 200 to 400. Red Pill course, I'd sell for probably about 500. Aesthetic Body course, I was selling for 200. These courses here, this is one from First Man. This one, Speaking Skills, Jack Pigot's only course he's ever made. He's never made a course, never sold one apart from for here, Quit Porn. This one I used to sell for $997. Like I used to sell it for $1,000. Like all of my sex tips that I've learned on how to like fucking away the girls remember you, everything like that, right? So each one I used to sell or I would sell for 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, $1,000 each. And yeah, so I don't sell them individually, but if I did, it would be way more expensive. But yeah. Enough Jumaxing. If you want to get that, top link in the description. One more time for all the guys here who are inside of Library of Adonis, just write a little chat for me, will you? And just say, What do you think about it? Drive up the sales. We get 2.8K people in there. So we're just under 2.7K. So happy to see it grow, man. When we hit a milestone, I'll start working on the next course for us. Before it was $300. I can't believe that it's this cheap. The community alone is worth the money. No discount. Sorry, boys. It's not fair for everyone else who's joined. High Performer and Red Pill course helped me a lot. Let's fucking go. W course. Let's fucking go, boys. It's so cheap that if you want to join, but you don't, money isn't the problem. Yeah. Yeah. That's the thing. If you've got the money, just fucking give it a try. I really think I really think it's such a steal. When you join and you'll see what's inside, it's fucking really nice, man. There you go. Yeah. Today I will be on Library of Adonis. Fuck yeah, man. Let's go, boys. It's always nice. Every time I talk about it, there's always people who write in the chat, like they're hyping it up and everything. And that's such a good sign as like an entrepreneur. If you've made a product that people have bought, and whenever you mention it, people literally like comment saying like, oh, I've joined and it's really good. I've really joined. Everyone else should really join. It's fucking awesome to see that shit, man. So nice to see that. Can you imagine as like an entrepreneur, like, you know, getting sales is one thing, right? Getting sales already feels hype. But as an entrepreneur, when you've made a product that whenever you talk about it, people literally chat saying like, oh, like I'm inside and it's so good. Everyone else should join. It's fucking nice, man. That warms my heart. One, for the boys who are helping me, but two, but like I'm proud of the work that I've done. Really proud of it. And for such a low price, I've made it. So it's like really fair for everyone to join as well. Library of Adonis is totally worth it. Just the feeling of thriving competition. Yeah, man. I have joined when it first came out and it's worth it. I will join again. Fuck yeah. I think I'm going to get it now. Nice one, Khalid. When you join, write a post and introduce yourself to the community there, bro. Can you start posting a new vids on school so we delete YouTube? Yeah, we literally post all my videos onto the school page. So then when you join this program, you don't even have to go on YouTube anymore. So you just save yourself from like, you know, like social media platform and whatever. So I 100% recommend it. Hamza teaching about all of the things that he learns about women and life. It's fucking awesome for only $37, man. Yeah. Top link in the description, boys. Let's fucking go, man. Yeah, it's monthly payment, $37 a month, or you can do yearly for $197. So that's like $18 a month, basically. Yeah, if you do yearly, it works out even cheaper. So if you've got the money in your bank account, then it makes way more sense if you can do that. Yeah. Very hype. Next for the social chat course. Let's fucking go. That one's got good reviews as well. Sweet, boys. Let's we can stop the Jew maxing there. Really appreciate the help there. Fuck yeah. Okay. So where were we with the advice then? So for the poll that we did, 50% said productivity and execution. So that's one of the biggest things is we're just not being productive. It seems like a lot of us believe we can become successful. We might not have that much stopping us in terms of parents, friends, and judgment, but a lot of us are just not really sitting down consistently to work. Who can relate to that? Who doesn't really feel stopped other than just by themselves, like in terms of success, working, business, career, making money? Who feels like no one's really stopping them? You're not really scared that much of like social judgments. Your parents aren't really in the way. You believe that, you know, it's possible to become successful and get rich, but literally it's just you. Not your parents, not your friends, not even the business model, any of that. It's just you being a fucking asshole. You're not consistently sitting down and doing the work. Type 1 in the chat who relates to that. This is one of my favorite topics to teach. This is, so everyone who's typing 1, mark my words, listen to what I'm saying because this is very important, right? You need to diagnose your problem first to make progress. Your problem is execution and productivity. You don't need mindset advice. You don't even need business advice. You need productivity advice. For everyone who's typing 1, the reason why you're not making progress is not because of the business model. It's not because of other people. It's not because of mindset. It's not because of visualizations or anything like that. You just are not consistently executing, right? There's a fucking big ass like guys hear the fly in my room? Or there's like a big fucking fly, like it must be behind my blinds, and it's so loud. I'm gonna try and I'm gonna try and let it out. I hope it's not like a wasp or something. Let's see if I can jab it. What the fuck is it now? It's like every like 5 seconds it keeps like flying around. So it wants to be so loud, and now it's just quiet. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's disgusting. I just crushed it. Let's see that. Physical. Fuck. Oops. I think I might leave this for the staff to fix. Sorry about that, guys. One Casey. Okay, where were we? So, for the guys who feel like productivity and execution are the only things holding them back, type 1 in the chat. Let me see it again. Type 1 in the chat. Who feels like there's no one holding you back other than yourself and your own productivity? You believe you can become successful. You kind of know which path to take, at least what to try. Parents aren't really stopping you. You're not super scared about like judgment from others. Yeah, quite a lot of you then. It was the biggest one. It was like 50% of you. This is what like 6 hours is based on. Let me just show you one more time. This isn't for Jew maxing, but this is just because quite a lot of you are inside of Library of Adonis. If you are inside of this program here, if you do join the course here, this entire section, all of these are on the topic we're just talking about, like how to execute. So for example, this one's like 42 minutes on how to execute. This one is 39 minutes on a way to work. This is like 18 minutes on like how to structure your work, what tasks to do in which order. This is 39 minutes on the importance of diet and getting rid of brain fog. This is 22 minutes, for example. So this is like 4 or 5 hours or something. This one people have said is worth the money alone. This advice on consistency. So if you end up joining Library of Adonis, just go to here and let me cover these very briefly for all of us here who aren't inside of it. So basically, Let me teach you. I'll teach you guys one or two of the ideas here. I wonder what for everyone who typed one, and for everyone who said that productivity and execution was the problem for you. Write in the chat and tell me why. Why is it hard for you? Why are you not executing? What's the reason why? Let me know in the chat, and then I can give you the best advice possible. I post consistently, but want to put more work in the videos. School, so maybe like time and energy, because I'm lazy. Overthinking, procrastination, distraction. By distraction, I'm assuming like, oh, your phone goes off and you open a web page or whatever. So much other stuff going on. Don't feel like doing it. Lack of ideas. Let me actually, you know what we can do? Just pause there for a second. Let me do another poll. So let's go. Start a poll. Why are you not doing? Do. Sit down but get distracted, can't focus, feel lazy. I wonder. Why are you not doing the work you said you'd do? And everyone said procrastination. Feel like I am at a block. Let me see. I just started a poll. How many of you are not even sitting down to work? Like you're more sort of procrastinating. Who's like answer the poll I just put in the chat. Who's like barely even actually sitting down to work? And who's sitting down to work, but you can't focus. Your brain just feels all tired and shit, but you at least, sat down to try it. Like you had the document in front of you. You tried to record the YouTube video, but it's shit or something. You tried to study, but you're there in front of the book, but your brain's not working. That's the second option. The first one is like, yeah, you think about the work, but you don't even fucking you hardly even sit down. You hardly get the book in front of you. You hardly have like the camera to record content in front of you. Who just like hardly sits down to actually start the work, and who actually does start the work, but then has problems once they've started it. Okay, it's about even split actually, so that's pretty easy. So half of you barely sit down to do the work, and the other half of you who do sit down to do the work, you You can't really focus when you do it. So let's start from the beginning then, because that's a pretty split. Okay. So how to sit down and start working more often. You need to conserve your brain points. Brain points are kind of like a mental currency. And you wake up and you start with a certain amount of brain points, like a battery, like a mental battery. Let's say you wake up and you start with 100 brain points. Everything you do costs some brain points. When you wake up and you check your phone, you've just spent 5. When you decide what to wear, you've just spent 2. When you decide on changing your workout routine this morning, you've just spent 20. When you decide what to eat, you've just spent 5 or 10. When you go to school, you've just spent 50. Now, you've been to school, you've checked your phone, you've had to think about what to eat, how to text the girl, how to text the guy, what to say when you get into class. When you come back home, you only have 15 brain points left. But the work that you wanted to do, like for example, the essay or the business work, costs 50. So imagine that. Imagine you come back home from school, you've only got 15 brain points left. There's a task you wanted to do, but it cost 50. How is it going to feel when you think about that task? All of you already can relate to this. You come home and you want to do the work, but how does it feel when you don't have enough brain points to do the thing that because you've got 15 brain points, but the thing you want to do costs 60? You feel like it feels impossible, right? You feel like mentally incapable to even like do the task. You guys, like, do you relate to that? Type 1 in the chat. Imagine you come back home and you said all day you were going to do the thing. You said all day you're going to record the video or you're going to do this business work, whatever. But you still want to. You're still kind of actually motivated to do it. Like you actually want to, but you feel like mentally incapable to actually go and do it. Everyone type in 1. This is like a brain point issue. You've spent your brain points for the day before that you could go and sit down and do the thing that was actually the priority. So who can give me what's the solution to this? What's the strategy that we need to follow? If we come home and it's later on and we want to go and do some work, but we don't have enough brain points, what do we need to change about our day? There's 2 big things. 1, we need to change the time that we work, which Heisenlander just said is eat the frog. 1, we need to eat the frog. And 2, we also, no one's actually, I don't think anyone said this, but 2, we need to actually conserve our brain points and not waste as much. Yeah, BQ just got it then. Don't waste the brain points. So all of you, I think you actually kind of understand what I'm talking about already. Inherently, we all know this, right? We all start off with like a fair amount of energy. And if we had nothing else to do all day, we'd be able to get quite a lot done. But we do have other things to do. So here's a question that I have for all of you right now. In what ways are you wasting brain points? We'll talk about it soon of eating the frog. But in what ways are you currently wasting your brain points? Because you start with enough. Look, all of us start with like 100, for example. We start with 100 brain points. And the task that we want to do takes 60. But we are wasting our brain points. Why? What are we wasting them on? Write the idea. What are we wasting? What is like costing our brains focus? Especially like anything sort of work related, especially anything decision related. What have you had to make decisions about? What feels mentally hard for you? So, for example, no one's actually wrote this, but social life can be huge for this. If it's a good social life, then it's probably worth it. But let's say, for example, you're in school and you're worrying all morning what to eat, what to wear, and what to say to the guy in your class, whatever. That's costing brain points. Like every 5 minutes, when you're debating what to say to someone, you're losing some brain points. When you're thinking about when you change your outfit like a little pussy, you've just lost some brain points. When you check your phone, checking notifications is huge. I swear to God, look, like a lot of you don't know this. I swear to God, if you check your phone before The big task that you really care about, you have lost 50% of your productivity that day. I swear to God, if you check your phone in the first few hours of the day, you've lost like 50% of your productivity. Who type one in the chat? Who checks their phone within the first few hours of their day? Type one in the chat. If you check your phone, like, okay, you open Instagram, check the messages, check WhatsApp, check Snapchat, whatever, you check your notifications. Like, basically, you just go on your phone within the first, like, let's say 5 hours of the day. Most of you, right? For 3, 4, 5 hours, most of you better be typing one. Otherwise, you're probably fucking lying, right? I am telling you right now, I only started to become rich when I stopped doing this bullshit. Who now type zero, type fucking zero if you check it within the first 1 minute of the day. Be honest. Who checks their phone within the first minute of the day? They open their phone and they start looking at notifications, Snapchat, Instagram, messages, whatever. And type -1 if you don't just check messages within a minute, but you actually end up fucking consuming within a minute. Type -1 if you end up consuming within like a minute of fucking waking up. You're not just looking for messages, but you end up fucking going on like Instagram and scrolling for a second or something. We got any -1s? We got a couple, right? That's fucking next level, right? But for most of you, you do check your phone within the first few minutes, right? I am telling you right now, this one thing is huge. I promise you right now, it is such a big point to wake up and to not check your phone, even your messages, up until you have completed like one big task. It's huge. So imagine this. This is how my life looks, right? Okay. I wake up. And when I wake up, I actually grab my phone right away. But the reason why is because I have the meditation app open on my phone like this. So basically, at nighttime, I open this app and I press the power button and put my phone in the charger. So when I wake up, literally, when I open my phone, the first thing I see is literally the meditation app like this, right? So you can tell it's quite intelligent because then it's like it's already open. So then I do 20 minutes meditation every morning like this. The other app that I have open, I won't show you just in case there's anything private, but I've got like a few note page. I've got like a note page, like iPhone notes, and it's like what my checklist for the day. That's the only thing I really look at on my phone when I wake up. I've got the meditation app and I've got the checklist for the day. That's it. I don't open WhatsApp. I've got no notifications. I don't open Snapchat, Instagram, anything at all, even WhatsApp, because I know that just one message on there can fuck me up. So I wake up and yeah, I'll go on my meditation app and I'll look at my notes app for like, okay, what to do in what order today. But I won't look at anything where like the outside world can change my brain. I'll wake up, I'll get ready for the day, cold shower, brush my teeth, go downstairs, make coffee, whatever. And all this time, I swear to God, I've not checked the messages. Then I'll sit here and I'll make a YouTube video almost every single day. And I still won't check my phone till it's completed. The only time I check my phone is after I've done the morning work. And then when I go downstairs, I'm wearing my gym clothes. I'm about to go get on my bike. And I'm going to go drive to the gym. Then I'll check my phone, right? Because I might go meet someone at the gym. So, I'm going to text them or I'll reply back to someone. I'll check my team, whatever. Okay, fair enough. At that point, it's okay. But never, never before the big deep work in the morning. Never before the work. I'm telling you right now, I can't believe people will check their phone before their work. It's just so disrespectful to yourself. It's so disrespectful. But look, how many of you wake up and you grab your phone and within a second you've already seen some like notifications that kind of like trigger you and you click on them or whatever, right? Because that's the problem with phones is you will see them almost like right away, right? So this is the start of you conserving some brain points. Go on your phone, go onto the settings, and for the love of fucking God, please, I wish I could just shake you by the shoulders. Please do this. Go and disable all the notifications. Disable the notifications. Disable rise to wake. Like if I pick my phone up, the screen doesn't turn on. Like for most of you, if you pick up your phone, the screen turns on. It's fucking bullshit, bro. If I tap my phone screen, it doesn't turn on. For most of you, if you tap your phone screen, the screen will turn on. It doesn't for me. I disabled all these in the settings. My phone only turns on when I actually press like the actual power button. Then it turns on. That's it. The only I was going to tell you, I've got no settings, no notifications. And it's a bit of a lie because there's a fucking weird one here. I don't know why this is here. But look, The only thing that's there is literally like a notification from my fucking own settings app, right? But I don't get WhatsApp notifications, Instagram, everything is disabled. Everything. And my phone's been on DND for like 4 or 5 years straight because you don't want like an inbound message that just disturbs your flow when you wake up and you turn it on and you see 3 messages and the group chat said this and the guy said this and the girl said this, whatever. You don't want that. That already you've just lost 25 brain points. Boom, like this. You've just lost brain points already, just like that. And you could have checked all of these messages just an hour after you've done the first bit of work for the day. You guys think that's good advice? Who's going to take this? So Ryuk asked if this is a regular basis. This is like, bro, this is 24/7. I turned this on like 5 years ago and I still have it to this day. Do not disturb, no notifications, no rise to wake, no tap to wake. All these things turned off. Do not disturb, silent mode. Just make your phone like work for you instead of against you. Turn all this shit off. Go make your phone grayscale if you have to as well. That's one thing. So then when you do wake up and you grab your phone, you don't end up seeing everything from like the outside world first. That's like one thing. Then ask yourself, okay, like we said before, what are the other ways in which you're losing brain points? And one of the big ones is, well, you're going to school or work first, right? Or you're going to the gym. But going to the gym drains your brain points, actually. Gym is still good for you, sure. But you lose like 25 going to the gym, honestly, minimum, maybe even 50, especially like a bodybuilding workout. You lose loads of brain points going to the gym because it's very fatiguing. It's very tiring. Making any kind of decisions, changing the plan a little bit, all of it drains your brain points. Hang on, let me block this fucking retard. Right? Yeah, look at this. Monkey said, I did it this morning, wrote and posted content after meditating for 20 minutes, journaling and not checking my phone. Insane level of focus, I'm telling you. Who's already used this advice before? Who's already made their phone like how I've told you to? And let us know in the chat if it's helped you or not. Yeah, quite a few of us have already used them. Fuck yeah. And for the people who have used it, did it help? How much did it help? Yeah. Very helpful. Increased friction reduces screen time. It helps. It has been one of the most productive things I've done to improve my cognitive capacity. Yeah. Right. So this is already great. Like there's already people who are saying that they've been taking this advice and it works. So for anyone who's debating this right now, get onto it, man. Really get onto it. First, just make your phone way more productive. And now when you wake up and you still grab your phone, you're not losing 20 brain points right away. You're not losing 20, 25, 30 brain points right away. You are conserving it, but you can still use your phone for something. Like, for example, I still use my phone for like the notes app when I wake up because I use that for recording. I use that for my checklist and little reminders and whatever. So that's one thing. We wake up, we don't lose all of our focus with our phones. The next thing is, think right now, everyone write it in the chat. What is one way that you could conserve your brain points? Think about something that just is leeching your brain points. For example, an argument with your family or an argument with your girlfriend is huge. Checking your phone in the morning, going to school first before you go and work on the thing you want to. Going to the gym first before you go and work on the thing. What's happening in your day that's draining your brain? What's happening? Like maybe it's for a lot of us, it's scrolling, especially scrolling and looking at comments. That every few minutes, Like, imagine you scroll for like 2, 3 hours. You're not doing good work after that, right? All of us know this, right? So what is taking up a lot of your brain points through the day? Because when it drains it, you feel empty even tomorrow. If you don't drain all your brain points today, you kind of like deposit them extra for tomorrow. But if you drain them all and you end the day with video games and scrolling and texting a girl, whatever, and you're draining yourself, tomorrow you end up pretty depleted. Every day you replenish like 100. You replenish like 100 brain points. But if you save like 20 today, then tomorrow you start with 120. So if you've finished the day, it's been fairly productive. You've got 15 brain points left. You've not been fucking up so much. Don't just like spend them all in nighttime video games, bullshit, consuming some content, whatever. Just think of one thing that you can remove from your life that's like using too much of your brain, but it's not productive and it's not actually helping you. Education, for example, is well worth it. So reading, for example, drains the brain in some ways, but it actually makes you stronger overall, and it's well worth it because you're learning things, right? That's what I've always felt like my videos for you. It in some ways it takes time, but it's like the ROI is quite positive because the 10, 20, 30 minutes you watch one of my videos maybe changes your future and you end up starting the gym because you listen to this advice, right? So that, like, education drains the brain, but it's still good for you. But bullshit content is different. Where it's not actually educational, but it's like drama, there's clickbait, there's bullshit, there's negativity, it's hatefulness, it's react content, Mr. Beast, whatever, all of that, especially on Instagram, where people are fighting each other and the comments are all mean or whatever, all of that is a drain. Anything that's empty, you're not really learning like that much, drain. So think of one thing that you feel like is sapping your brain points and write it out in the chat, and let's all get ideas from each other. What's one thing you can remove from your life so you're not wasting brain points? That's why I just said carbs, music. Stop engaging in mindless conversations with people who don't understand you. Yeah. Teenager drama, listening to rap music, entertainment, social media. Yep, the great ideas. Social media, news, 100% news for our parents, right? Because many of our generation don't watch the actual news. But for us, it's more like content creators who post kind of like news kind of content. So like if they post about like, oh, the newest thing that's happening in the fitness industry, some fucking Greg Doucette style content, trash. Anything like that, just be very wary, because it's just like, oh, this just in, this is like influencer, this shit happened, and oh, this, it's fucking bullshit, right? A lot of Instagrams like this as well. Anything that you're writing down and any ideas you can read in the chat, consider removing these from your life. Consider finding a way that you can stop spending any of your brain points doing these things. If you follow someone or if you keep getting suggested some content which is like showing you like news or some shit like that, get rid of it. If you follow people that are like triggering rage bait content, get rid of it. If you have conversations with people that aren't actually like quality, get rid of it. A lot of stuff on your phone, are you scrolling, are you texting, are you consuming, get rid of it. Yeah, and girls can be a huge one. Girls and drama with friends, absolutely huge. Like if you're going through a breakup or if you think your girl's like cheating or something, you just lost like a month of brain points. Even multiple months. Most guys are losing 3 to 6 months of brain points at that point. Yeah. So that's a big one, right? So start getting rid of the drains of your brain points. One second, I'm gonna go toilet. Okay, where were we? Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. You can hear me, yeah? Yeah. Okay. You fucking assholes, honestly. Fuck you guys, honestly. Okay, so that's getting rid of brain points. Now let's talk about Eat the Frog. Productivity tactic, eat the frog. Who can describe this for me? Who knows what eat the frog refers to? They're probably inside of Library of Adonis. If you're inside of my program, I've already taught you this before. This is some high level productivity tactics here. Like Daniel said, it's hardest first. It's doing the hardest task first. So here's the analogy for type 1 in the chat if you've never heard this before. Type 1 if you've never heard eat the frog. If you don't know what it was before, we just started talking about it right now. Who's never really heard of this before? And type 2 if you've heard of it. Okay, there's a fair amount of people who haven't. Actually, there's so many who have, but yeah, a fair amount of people who haven't heard of it. So I'll make it quick, right? So eat the frog. It's like a thinking practice. Imagine you and I are sat at dinner and I say, here's a live frog in my hand, like this big. It's a frog. You have to eat it. You just have to. But I'll give you a choice. You can choose to eat it now before our dinner comes, or you can choose to eat it later after our dinner comes. Which one? Who would do it before and who would do it after? Type in the chat. Would you eat the frog first or after? Before or after? Before dinner or after dinner? So, someone said both. Yeah, I'll have it for dinner, actually. The correct answer is before. And the reason why is because if you have it before dinner, well, then it will come right now. You're ready. Okay, eat it. Then you can cleanse your palate with the dinner and you're not really anxious about it. But the person who says, oh, well, no, I don't really want it right now. I'll do it later. I'll do it later. I'll do it after dinner. I'll do it after the gym. I'll do it after, after school, after this, after this. Like this sounds like a lot of young people who are shit at productivity, right? Oh, after school, I'll do it. Oh, after the gym, I'll do it. The problem is when you say after, you are just anxious like all day. You don't feel fulfilled. You feel kind of shitty, right? How many of you have been saying to yourself, oh, after school or after work, I'll work on my dream? Type 1 in the chat who says this to themselves. I'll work on my dream, like my real career or business, the thing I really want to build, but I'll work on it after school or after this just job that I've got to go and do, after the gym. Who's just saying that like the real work they're going to do after school, after gym, after the job, right? And how stupid is that? Because if this is like the priority of your life, you're delaying it and you're just sticking with this like this low level sense of anxiety and low self-esteem because you keep procrastinating it. Oh, I'll do it after work. Oh, I'll do it after school. And what happens for everyone who's saying they'll do it after? Be honest. What happens? Okay, it's after school right now or it's after the gym. What happens? It never gets done. You just feel too tired to do it, right? You've just drained the brain points first. I'll do it after this. I'll do it after this. I'll do it after this. I'll do it after the gym. Well, okay, well, now you just look, one, you barely sit down to do it. And two, if you do sit down to do it, then you're actually just kind of like tired and the work is just sloppy, like Hodang just said, right? So it's like when you think about it, why the fuck have we always been doing this? You know, when I used to work a full time job, I used to say this as well. You know, when I made the first few videos on this channel, let me show you. You know, if you go to my channel and go to the oldest videos, these ones here I made when I was working full time, 8th of September 2019. So this is when I had my full time job. And I used to wake up early, go to the gym first. Actually, yeah, you'll be able to see it here. Look, I used to wake up at 5. This is what my day 5 wake up, was, jump into the bed, and 8 subscribe. Yeah. So I'd wake up at 5, get ready for work, commute, and then this was the gym in the office, and I'd get ready for work after that. And I would work then. Then after that, when I'd come back home at about 6 p.m., this is when I'd actually go and work on the business. So imagine all this time, I want to build a business. It's the priority of my life. It's the priority, right? Like the YouTube channel. And I would say, okay, I'm going to wake up, I'm going to go to the gym, I'm going to work my job. And then when I come back home, then I'm going to work on the YouTube channel. Can you imagine what happened? What realistically do you think would have happened during all that, this like this delay? I wake up and I say I'm going to do the priority, like making YouTube videos after I come back from gym and then work. Well, I just didn't get round down to it, right? I made like 4 videos in a few months, right? So I just didn't sit down to work much at all. And that's what Eat the Frog refers to. If you say that you'll do the work, like that's the priority, the business work, the career work, whatever. If you say that you'll do it after school, if you say that you'll do it after gym, most of the time you'll just skip it because you've just got no energy. A lot of like these entrepreneurs love to like sort of shame you guys and say like, oh well, yeah, like we all have time. When you come back home from work, then you can work on the business or the side hustle. And I think that's fucking bullshit. Because I was more disciplined than most people. And when I'd come back home from work, I was so drained. I had no energy. I had no brain points. Almost every single day, I could not sit down to do the work because also I was fucking depressed, right? Like who here feels like moderately fucking depressed, spending all day in school or some job that you like isn't the thing that you want to do. So when you've got this low energy state, the only thing that carries you through it is the thought of like, oh, but when I come back home, I can relax, I can watch that TV show, I can order food, I can fuck the shit out of my girlfriend. Okay, sweet. That's the only thing that kept me going through that time. So the lesson was, instead of delaying the work, what you need to do is wake up and do the work as fast as possible. That is what Eat the Frog refers to. Don't say that you'll do the big task after the gym, after school, after work. No, no, no. Wake up early and do the big task like as soon as possible after waking up. Before you've done other tasks, before you've been to the gym, before you've socialized with people, before you've been to school, before you've been to your job, work on the big task that's going to change your life the most. Right? Who here is not doing this right now? Type one. Who's waking up and even though you want to build your dream, you're not working on it till like what 5, 6, 7 p.m. And most of the time you're just not working on it, right? And who here is already implementing this advice type 2, where you wake up and basically one of the first things you do at maybe 6, 7 a.m., you're already working on your dream? You need to be typing 2 to this question very soon. You need to wake up and get to work as fast as possible and work on like the dream. Let's say if you want to make a business, right? You work on the business before you go to school or work. Just wake up at fucking 5 and just get it done. Waking up at 5 is not that extreme, honestly. It's not. It's not. Every man needs to be able to just fucking wake up at 5 and get the fucking work done. That's it. Whether you go to school, you go to work. If you wake up at 5, just do 1 hour on the business, you'll get further ahead. And you know what's nice about this, by the way? You'll feel fucking awesome. Like imagine the day you wake up at 5, you do 1 hour of work on the business, then you get ready for school or your job, and you go to school or job, then you come back home at like 6, and you then go to the gym. At this point, bro, you'll feel so fulfilled. You've done everything. You worked on the business, you went to your job or school, and you also went to the gym. You've done everything for the day. Awesome. But when you wake up a little bit later, the first thing you do is go to school or go to the job, come back home, go to the gym, and then you slack on the business work, and then there's no way out. So people are saying, okay, I have to wake up at 5. Maybe you just got to wake up at 4 then, maybe even 3, right? I was a millionaire still waking up at 3, 3:30. Because if you don't do this, by the way, what's the escape? For those of you that know with 100% it's going to be like a business that you do, not some career, how are you going to get out of it then? Like who here is currently in the rat race or feels like they're probably going to be in the next few years, unless if you fucking actually do the work for this, right? Who here like is in like the 9 to 5 rat race right now? There's only one way to get out of it. You have to build up the business that's going to give you the freedom. But if you wake up so late that the first thing you have to do is get ready for work and go to school or go to the job and then come back home and you're tired, there's only one way that you can save yourself from this. Right? You need that just 1 hour in the morning where you're working on the thing that's going to give you the freedom. You need that just 1 hour. If this means you wake up at 5, then you wake up at 5. If this means you wake up at 4, then wake up at 4. If you need to wake up at 3, then wake up at fucking 3. It sounds like extreme, but I guarantee right now, overall, you will like your life more if you do this. If you wake up early enough, you do just 1 hour on the thing that's going to give you the freedom, the life that you actually want. Then you go and put in the fucking, okay, I've got to go and, do the bullshit job or school or whatever that I don't want to do, but you'll do it after the 1 hour of deep work. Then it's like, I guarantee, even if you've been going to sleep early and waking up super early, your life is going to feel so much better. So much better. Right? I say this all the time. This is like one of the biggest flexes that I could say to you guys. I go to sleep at 8:20 p.m. every day. Almost every single one of you go to sleep later than me. Almost every single one. Like I wake up now. I sleep 10 hours, but for the last 5 years when I was becoming a millionaire, I was waking up at 3 or 4 or 5 every day. In 2023, I was making over $100,000 a month, and I was waking up at 3:30, and I was going to sleep like 7:30. If you want extreme success, then it's going to require extreme work, right? What did you think you'd live like all the fucking peasants and Jeffries and still be able to build the success? I went to sleep at 7 fucking 30 p.m. for like a year straight. And still right now for every day or let's say about 90 days of this year, 90% of the days this year, I've went to sleep at 8:20 p.m. 8:20 p.m. How am I richer than you and getting into bed earlier than you are? Right? Because this is fucking huge. Look, when you wake up early, you have undistracted time. It would be weird to wake up and to grab your phone and start scrolling. You guys know what I mean, right? Scrolling can happen in the daytime. It can happen in the evening. It can happen at nighttime. It's not really going to happen at like 5 a.m. You know what I mean, right? You're not going to, like, imagine you set the intention tomorrow, you're going to wake up 5 a.m., make a black coffee, work on your business for 1 hour. You're not going to wake up and start scrolling. You just know what I mean, right? Because there's so much significance to that hour of the day. There's so much significance. You're not going to end up scrolling, checking comments, doing bullshit. You've got a specific task you're going to do. You're going to do the task, and then you're going to go and do the schoolwork or the job or whatever that you need to do after that. So it's not crazy for me to suggest this to many of you here. 5 a.m. Just wake up from tomorrow every day. 5 a.m. Even on weekends, just 5 a.m. That's it. Just do 1 hour of work. the eat the frog task, right? You wake up, eat the frog, do the 1 hour of work on the thing that's going to give you the life that you want before you go on the job or the school or anything. That's honestly one of like the easiest changes you can make in terms of becoming more successful is wake up an hour earlier than you currently do and work on the biggest, most important task that you have to do to change your life. Yeah. So that's eat the frog. Wake up a little bit earlier and work on the business, the career, like the big thing you want before you go to school or work or anything else like that. No, that's fucking huge. So we've covered brain points, we've covered eat the frog. What else do you guys need help with in terms of execution and productivity? What are you struggling with? Focus, judgment from others, not finding the right purpose, quality of work, family, consistency. I don't know what to do. Consistency. Ugh. Okay, quite a few of you saying consistency. Can sit down and record videos for a week, but the next week I just don't do the same. Who relates to this type 1 in the chat? And who doesn't have this problem type 2? Okay, quite a lot of us. Okay, so some days you can sit down and you can work, and other days you just don't do the same. Yeah, this is pretty normal, actually. This is actually something I get asked all the time with self improvements. Like these few days, you are so locked in. No fap is good, clean diets, you're watching the videos, everything feels like it's going up. Okay, this is cool. The self improvement stuff's good. Maybe you've lost some weight or you've ate the right calories or whatever. And then within a few days, one little bad habit turns into like a spiral. And before you know it, it's been 3, 4, 5 days. You've been like binge eating, binge fapping. Is that what you guys are going through? Thank you, Veli C. Velo C. Yeah. Okay, this is exactly what you guys are going through. Okay, why is this happening? You are consistent for a few days and then you just kind of fuck up. Oh, should I put slow mode on the chat? There you go. I just put slow mode on. Why does this happen? You're good for a few days, and then just before you know it, it's been like another 3, 4 days fucked up. How do you stop this? In some ways, this honestly, in some ways, this isn't abnormal. And no matter what level you get to, you still kind of end up doing it anyway. Because look, when I was first starting this path with learning to meditate and eat clean, whatever, this was happening. Years later, honestly, like it still kind of happens. So even though a lot of you are saying, "Oh yeah, this is happening to me," I would ask you like, why does this need to be a problem? You're thinking, okay, you can check the boxes every single day. But what if that's not even reasonable? Because through my journey, imagine I've had note pages, right, where I have like my task list for the day, and I'll be like, okay, meditate, record, do this, do this, do this, whatever. And if we looked at every single one of them that I've made, these like sort of note pages, these habit trackers that I've ever had, you'd notice that actually so many of the boxes are unchecked. So a lot of you, like, this is what I've realized is a lot of you think consistency is like doing the habits every single day, but that's not consistency. That's not what consistency is. Consistency is when you started doing the habit and you just don't quit. You'll have days where you don't do it. But if after 5 years, 10 years, you're still doing that habit, that's what consistency is. For example, look at my physique. It's been 12 years. 12 years since I started, 11 to 12 years since I started weightlifting. My physique's fucking sick, right? I'm strong, I'm sexy, right? But which one of you motherfuckers is going to say that I haven't been consistent? Right? Look at my fucking physique and tell me I've not been consistent. Because by your definition, I wouldn't have been consistent. Because if we looked at all the days of the last 12 years, there'd be so many missing, so many missing. So by your definition, you'd say, oh yeah, look at Hamza's physique. No, no, he's not. He hasn't been consistent in gym. So do you see how retarded your definition of consistency is? Right? Because I've missed loads of days from the gym over the last fucking 11 years. So it's interesting that the definition of consistency that many of you have is that, well, I haven't been consistent. Because if you looked at all the days like a habit tracker, you'd actually see, oh wow, there's tons of days missing. Actually, there's tons of days. But in the end, look, it's 11 years later and I never quit. I think consistency, you need to take my mindset instead of what consistency is actually spoken about. People think consistency is going every day. I think that's bullshit. I think consistency is not quitting even after 5 years, 10 years, 25, 50 years. Consistency is about not quitting even after 10 years. If in 10 years from now, you're still going to the gym, meditating, journaling, a couple days a week, you've been consistent. You think consistency is going Monday to Sunday, not missing any days. And if you miss 1 or 2 days, you think, oh, well, I've not been consistent. But that's bullshit. That's like the same as the kids who are like on NoFap saying, oh, I'm on NoFap and I relapsed. But it's like, what the fuck? You're what did you expect? You just get to day infinite. You just thought you're like now you'll just do this habit every single day for the rest of your life. As long as you keep going and doing the thing a few days a week for the next 10 years, you're going to have the best physique. You're going to have the mindset. You're going to have the mental health. You're going to have the gratitude. You're going to have everything. So this question actually, and for many of you who are talking about consistency, I found that the shame of missing a day of habits actually makes you all worse than what you like, then sort of like the pressure helps. You know what I mean? Like, imagine the kid who's so obsessed with his no fap streak and he's so upset when he resets his streak. You can imagine for him, in a weird way, no fap will make his life worse. His obsession with the streak will make his life worse, right? You know what I mean, right? You know how like too much thinking about one of these things can start to fuck up your psychology, and then you end up doing more bad habits. Because, for example, the loss of your no fap streak when you reset back to zero, what does most people do when most people are on day 3 of no fap and they just can't resist? And then they're back to day zero and they're like crazy. Oh man, oh day zero, whatever. What does that person do now? What does that person do? Jackathon, fapathon, right? They're already at day zero. May as well just go 4 more times today, right? And then I'll really start again tomorrow. This is like streak thinking. Consistency is not streak thinking. That's fucking bullshit. My streak in gym or all these, like, bro, I missed my workout yesterday. Oh, sorry, this morning. I was supposed to do legs today, and I was tired as fuck. I still went and did a mobility session, but I was like, oh yeah, why am I going to go train today when I'm just fucking fatigued? I didn't sleep so well. I'll just do it tomorrow when it's supposed to be a rest day. Technically, I'm not consistent in the gym, but I still have a fucking sick physique, right? So consistency, we need to change the definition. It is not streaks. Streaks is just fucking bullshit. If you've got a streak right now, okay, it's nice. I've got like a 75-day streak with meditation. Okay, that's fine. That's nice. But don't think that consistency means that you're in a streak right now. I think this is what a lot of you are struggling with. You think that if you miss a day, that you've like lost gains, that you've reset the progress, whatever. It's fucking bullshit. It's not. I've missed so many days in the last 11 years of going to the gym, and my physique still looks jacked, sexy, and strong, right? It's not about oh, you have to go every single day, and if you miss the day, you're fucked up. Because look, if you believe this, you'll eventually miss a day. Like, remember what my physique looks like. I've been going for 11 years. I've not quit. I literally didn't train today. Even today. Can you imagine how real this is? Because most people would feel bad about that, right? But I've lived this life for so long that I know that, like, oh yeah, if you don't go to the gym today, that's okay, because it's still gonna be here. It's still gonna be here. I'm still gonna be going to the gym 10 years from now. So I'm gonna have the physique, right? You all need the grandpa gains visualization. I just happened to learn this like so intuitively. It was like 1 month into going to the gym, and I had actually been missing some days. I actually had this exact same problem, thinking that I wasn't being so consistent. I'd train chest, then back, and then when it was leg day, I would just say I'd take a rest day, and I'd probably take 2, 3 rest days, and then it just fuck up the whole schedule. Then I'd be like, wait, should I do legs or should I do like the next workout now, 1 or 2 days later? Should I do shoulders or arm? Like, it just fucked up everything, right? And I kept on feeling sad, thinking that I wasn't being consistent. Then one day I was in the gym in my garage, like back home. I must have been like 17 years old. And I've got like this nice music, this hype music, and I was like hyping up. And I just happened to get this visualization thinking, you know what? This is actually pretty fun. I'll probably be doing this for the rest of my life, like going to the gym, lifting weights, building muscle, strength. I'll probably be 80 years old and still doing this. And then all the pain that I had for like missing the recent few days, all of it just disappeared. I was like, oh yeah, like take the pressure off. I'm literally going to still be going to the gym like this when I'm 80 years old. That's consistency. Consistency is not the streak. It's not like never missing a day. Consistency is 10 years from now, you're still going. You're still going to the gym. 10 years from now, you're still doing like a couple runs a week. You're still going to the gym a few times a week. You're still meditating a few times a week. If you've never quit, that's what consistency is. Consistency is not the streak. It's not. The streak thinking's fucking bullshit. Like when you think, look when you see my physique, I've missed so many days. Technically, I'll be on day 0 of gym right now, right? Does this look like fucking day 0 of gym? Because I've just missed today, right? I missed my workout today. I woke up, I didn't feel so good. Does this look like day fucking zero to you? Look at this fucking physique. Does it look like day fucking zero? Right? But like these retards who believe in like fucking streak thinking will tell you, like, oh well, I didn't train today, right? It was leg day. My feet are fucking killing. I've been doing 3 fucking workouts a day recently. I just started kickboxing again. So I messaged my coach and told him, oh, I'm going to take a rest day today and tomorrow because it's a lot of new volume recently. Does this look like day fucking zero of the gym to you? This is what all these fucking little retard no fap guys will believe. This is day zero of the gym. Does this look like day fucking zero to you? Technically, I'm on day zero, right? This is what day zero looks like. I literally had a workout plan today, legs. I had a shit sleep. I woke up, text my coach, I'm not going to do kickboxing, and also said I'm not going to go do legs. I just still did like an hour of stretching, mobility. It was nice. But like technically, I'm on day fucking zero. This is what a day zero physique looks like. Right? So how retarded is this mindset then? None of you better have this fucking streak thinking, because how retarded is this? My physique's day zero. That's fucking stupid, right? It's fucking so fucked. No, this is day fucking what? 4,000. Just because I missed days inside doesn't mean that I wasn't consistent. It's 11 years later and I'm still going. That's what consistency is. Consistency is not never missing a fucking day, man. What the fuck? Like, that's so fucking inhumane. Imagine I take a fat guy to the gym with me and I convince him that all the progress he makes, he's going to lose it if he misses a fucking day. That's fucking, bro. I've missed like hundreds of days from the gym, hundreds for the last like years, right? Maybe even more than hundreds, maybe even up to like 1,000 days I've missed, right? So don't believe this idea that like you're only consistent if you go every single day. The big thing is 10 years from now, are you still going? Ask yourself that with everything that you're thinking about. 10 years from now, can you stick to YouTube? Can you stick to bodybuilding? Can you stick to all these things? And if the answer you're starting to think is no, that's interesting. Why are you doing something which is quite short term for you, right? This is now we're getting intelligent. Now, if you ask yourself, okay, consistency is more like 10 years from now, will I still be doing the thing? If you'd be thinking no, you should really be asking yourself, okay, well, that's interesting. Maybe you haven't chose the right path. Maybe you're doing this bullshit sort of like, oh yeah, I'm not going to work on the thing I really want to work on. I'm just going to do this thing preemptively right now so that I can switch over to something later. Like, that's just stupid, right? When you're committing your heart to a woman, you should be thinking to yourself, okay, well, 10 years from now, would I still be with her? Right? With meditation, 10 years from now, if I'm still meditating, then I've been consistent for 10 years. There'll be ebbs and flows. There'll be weeks where I might not meditate. That's still consistency. If I have not quit in 10 years from now, I'm still doing it, I am 100 times further ahead than the guy who like is worried about the day to day and then ends up quitting because he feels like shit. Right? I've missed so many days of gym, so many. In the last 4,000 days, I've probably missed like maybe close to like, I don't know, like 1,000 of like random days I shouldn't have missed. Maybe let's say minimum 500. So technically, by everyone else's definition, I am not consistent in the gym. I want you to, next time you think about consistency and like someone tells you like, and that they're speaking about consistency like a streak, I want you to just like visualize my physique and think this fucking retard in front of you who's speaking about consistency would say that Hamza's on day zero of gym. Right? How retarded. Now I've just broke this paradigm for many of you, right? So it's like, this is my physique technically is day zero right now. How fucking retarded is that? Consistency is not the streak. It is not what day you're on. Consistency is years from now, are you still doing it? Did you quit? Consistency is just not quitting. You will have ebbs and flows. Yeah, and look, someone said maybe this isn't a good mindset because maybe we'll take a day off. Well, yeah, maybe you need to, right? Look, technically, I'm not consistent. I didn't go to the gym today, but there's a reason why, right? I like going to the gym. Why do you think I woke up today and the first thing my brain and my body agreed on was like, don't train today? Why do you think? Was that laziness, do you think? For a guy who really likes going to the gym? Or do you think it was actually like an intuitive like level of mastery that my brain and body literally decided, oh no, we can feel we're not recovered. Message your coach and don't go lift. So technically I took a day off. That sounds like a bad thing. Oh, but you were in a competition with other people. But overall, my physique's better than fucking everyone else's because I lived like this. Who do you genuinely know who has a physique like this? And who started with shit genetics as well? Who started like training like a little bitch, right? There's not that many guys, right? And all the other ones are like, okay, they're all influencers and stuff. They're all successful guys, right? So don't feel like if you take a day off that's a bad thing, because there will be times when you genuinely need to. The big thing is 10 years from now, 20 years from now, 30 years from now, are you still going? That's the big thing. I almost never punish myself now for like not keeping a streak or anything like that. Because I mean, from even some of the start of my self-improvement journey, I just realized how toxic that mindset was. And I'm surprised how many people have just fallen for it. This is because of all the no-fap YouTubers, I swear to God, like they've really convinced like young men that you need to get to like day 7, day 70, day 100 or some shit to experience some extra benefit. That's not how the body works. It's not a streak that changes you. It's just total volume over time. If you've done like I have, like, I don't know, 3,000 workouts in 4,000 days, this is what your physique looks like. Right? I've tracked like almost 1,000 workouts on one app. Right? That's consistency. Consistency is not quitting. Consistency is still doing the habits 10 years from now. Does that help you guys? Oh. Okay. Hey Hamza, I just joined LOA with the annual price. I really appreciate the energy recently, and you really got me more locked in than ever. So thank you. Fuck yeah. W's in the chats, boys. Thank you for joining, man. Thank you for trusting me so much to spend money on something that I've made. That's like one of the best compliments you can ever give to a guy who's made his own business, is basically you've trusted me enough and my advice has already proven valuable to you. But then you're like, yeah, fuck it. You know what? His free YouTube videos and live stream, whatever, has already helped me. Fuck it. I'll get it. I'll get the next thing. I'll get the more expensive thing. That's fucking awesome to see, man. Thank you for that, bro. What we've just covered today for sort of becoming successful, especially with the consistency thing we just spoke about, literally everything's covered in like a 10-hour course inside the program that this guy just joined as well. So I really vouch for it, man. I really worked so hard to put that together because I know that these lessons are so valuable for us. I can't even, honestly, like, I can't believe how much of an advantage you guys are getting. I never had advice like this. When I was growing up, I had to figure these things out myself, right? And yeah, I mean, there was a few things here and there that helped me. There was a couple of books and whatever. But like, good on you for being here and educating yourself and listening to something like this. Like you could just be watching some brain rot right now, and you've literally just heard me like teach you about like success mindsets and consistency. Like fuck me, you should be proud of yourselves, honestly. Like you literally just sat here just wanting to learn from me teaching you about like the mindset to be more consistent in life. Do you know how fucking special that is? Do you know that there's like hardly any people in the world who are actually like learning like this? All the people that you know from high school, if you visualize like your hometown, take all the houses that you can see like from a bird's eye view and all the people that you know from high school, they're all literally watching like entertainment bullshit brain rot right now. You know that, don't you? They don't watch shit like this. And when you when you make money, they'll literally want your money. When you make money, they'll be on the street saying like, "Oh yeah, we should tax the rich more because you guys got lucky. You guys, you're just like you were born into wealth." And you'll be stood next to me thinking like, "Yeah, this is what these fucking retards think about us." Like, "Oh yeah, we just got lucky." We were studying about the mindset of consistency whilst they were like junkies going to take drugs and parties and staying up late and scrolling on fucking TikTok and eating McDonald's. And now they want our money, bro. How fucked up is that, bro? They'll come after you as soon as you start making good money. It's like you'll see their fucking gay little social media posts of protests and stuff like, oh yeah, this country, like we need more, we need to tax the rich more and stuff. It's like, bitch, like you take MDMA at a fucking festival. What are you on about with me? It's not about me. I'm not the reason why you're poor. When you make like when you get an extra £1,000, you go and get fucking new tattoos. The fuck you on about? Yeah, short bang, bitches. That's exactly the look of the girl that I was just thinking about. Like if they ever have a few £1,000s in their bank account, they go and spend like 1,000 or 2,000 on like new fucking tattoos or some shit. They don't invest it. They don't know anything. They've never read a book on business, finance, self improvement, everything. But when you make money, these people will literally like be angry at you. Hmm. I'm so proud of you guys for being here. So proud, honestly, with how addictive like all the bullshit of the modern world is. The short form content and porn and everything else, honestly, and video games as well. Like there are quite literally teams of nerds and psychologists employed to make things as addictive as possible. Movies, TV social media. And even with imagine like a million fucking nerds and psychologists, all demonic, devil-like people trying to sap your human energy on the other side of the battlefield. All of them devising how to take as much of your human life force as possible. And here you are, effortlessly resisting. Like you do realize how special that is, how strong-minded you are for being here, right? You do realize that, don't you? But for consuming content like this, when there's so much bullshit you could be watching, for you being here and educating yourself, bro, you should be so proud of yourself. Honestly, when I think back to when I was 17 years old, and that was like the first time I started to read like anything educational in my life, I look back and I've got so much respect for that younger self version of me. So much respect. So happy for you guys, man. I think you're on such a good path. And I hope you all know how much I've hyped this path up to you. Like, okay, self improvement works. You can become successful when you're young. I hope you all genuinely fucking believe that. Like, I'm living proof you can go from complete fucking brain fog little Jeffrey retard to like wildly successful in your 20s, millionaire in your 20s, millions of followers, sexy fucking physique, confidence, charisma, like everything that you want, you can achieve it in the next 5 years. You can live like the most successful 40-year-olds, but when you're in your late 20s. You have to make some sacrifices, but within a few months of starting to make that sacrifice, you look back and realize that you were never even having that much fun anyway, right? So I'm fucking glad you guys are here, and I'm grateful the fact that you actually trusted me to be here and to sacrifice all the pleasure, the immediate dopamine that you had all this entire time, and you sacrificed it just trusting blindly of the path that I got you onto. And I don't take that lightly. Like, that's such a big compliment that you've given me. Thank you for being here, boys. W in the chat, boys. Let's leave it here for today. Thank you for being here. So fucking grateful for you guys. Let's go, man. We got a nice video going out on the main channel today in about 3-4 hours. Have a look on the main channel when it's up. I'll see you guys there, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.